Brand new whip just hopped in. What's going on, motherfuckers? Welcome to the Don Nitty Show. What the fuck day is it? Tuesday? Swear to God, I thought yesterday was Tuesday all day. I think it was wishful thinking. I was so done with Monday. Excuse my allergies and whatnot. Let's get it. Jordan challenge. Trying to get this shit done so I can get the My Player rewards. Brand new whip just hopped in.
To be able to plug all the holes.
Started a little earlier.
Ends of the floor too. Bird, Mikhail Parrish, all elite players. I think.
Fuck it, I'm just gonna leave the party. There's no point in being in the party.
Someday all three will be in the Hall of Fame.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Parrish up top. 5 to shoot. And here's
Bird a hit.
From the arc. Doesn't go for it. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Gervin outside.
Big George Gervin. Let's go.
Those difficult hoops. Ones like Gervin just scored. Those makes are why the Iceman is special.
And there's the feed to Bird.
Get out of here. Good D, baby. Good D.
Oakley with some nice D. Bulls leading by 6. And the big question and Mike problem.
Oh no. Bad pass.
How do they slow down Michael Jordan?
Well, they sent a few options his way in game 1. They know they need to be better and will still vary.
Got that D on Larry. We got that D on Larry.
He's good. Willing to fight for those.
Good D regardless.
Bird is a winner.
Gervin passes to Macy. Gervin against Bird. Pass to Macy, and it's Jordan to top the key. Outside Gervin. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Not fast enough. Should have made a cup of coffee before I started the stream up.
Banks checked in for the Bulls. Paxson comes in for Kyle Macy. Here is Seasting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I listen to the same 28 songs every day. And them bitches hit every time.
Bird outside. Pass to McHale. And he banks in the layup.
And you look at this Chicago team, and they aren't your typical 8 seed.
You know, Mike, they didn't have Jordan for much of the season, and that certainly skews their record. But they are a fearless, confident, aggressive group that can hang with anybody when they're on their game.
Here's Ainge. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. Now at the inside on the Celtics game plan, let's send it over to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, this young Michael Jordan has a lot of tools in his bag. The first thing the Celtics want to do is stop straight line drives. Guys have to rotate over and give him angles off of the basket. But Jordan is so good with his quick first move and then going vertical, allows him to convert right over the top of defenses. Guys?
David, thank you. In game 1, the Celtics tried 5 different defenders on Michael Jordan. And Mike, ultimately, he got a little fatigued, but not before he put up 49.
One of the assistant coaches with Chicago said about Jordan, he's got the jump shot ability of a Jerry West and the ability to go to the hoop of a Julius Erving. Pretty good people to be compared with.
Phenomenal comparison. I love that.
Boy, outstanding ball movement from Paxson there, showing a willingness to involve his teammates.
Celtics trail by 4.
And the Bulls unable to stay with the Celtics in game 1. It was within reach until the 4th quarter, but fell 123 to 104.
And you know,
damn, Larry hit.
The experience of the Celtics,
but he didn't.
was a huge advantage for them. This is a group of championship players, and they had one of the best regular seasons ever as well. No doubt about the brilliance of Jordan as a player. Outstanding at knowing when to go get that alley-oop.
35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
So I think I got to score 62 points, get 6 assists, and win the game.
McHale finds Bird. Parrish
ain't got no 3. Good.
Passes to
Let's go.
Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Really good work from the mid-range.
In the game, 63.6 assists.
Gives Ainge this shot, he'll take it.
Banks inside. Bird's there. Count it. Good.
And he could have gone straight up with it. But by fading away, this gave him more separation and allowed him security to drain it.
Got it up.
Good D. Good D. Let's go.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll return shortly. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter in this round one matchup between the Chicago Bulls and the Boston Celtics. The Bulls leading by 6.
And the plan for the Bulls this series is to try and slow things down. The Celtics want to get into an up and down game. Makes sense with all the weapons they have.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. We've got Corzine driven out there with Oakley. Then there's Paxson. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard. Here's Ainge. Following the basket by Michael Jordan. And Kevin McHale, the bucket on the assist by Ainge. Ainge has got his 4th assist in this one. And the slower the game gets, Clark, the more beneficial that is for the Bulls.
And, you know, that's not easy with all the great passing the Celtics have. The Bulls need to make sure they get back in transition because the Celtics are looking to push it every chance they get.
Pushing that pace, you're right. Ainge kicks to Johnson. Screen by Walton. Jordan against Johnson. Johnson draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Walton dishes to Johnson. Here's Ainge. Offensive rebound. Jordan with the steal.
And during the season, Boston took 5 of the 6 meetings. But Boston was beating just about everyone at that rate.
Tell you what, the Bulls have really done a terrific job not giving this Celtics crowd a reason to get into it at all.
Bird against Gervin. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Big Larry coming in hot.
Meetings between Boston and Chicago, Clark, featured the Bulls at full strength.
You know, Jordan only played the Celtics once in the regular season, Kevin. It was his 4th game back from injury. We're seeing how different those matchups could have gone had he been healthy.
That's a solid observation. The first free throw is good.
The versatility of Bird is really special, especially how he scores and distributes the ball in different ways.
Green, he's checked in for Charles Oakley.
A big guy who can knock him down from the line. There are no easy tricks or hacks for limiting his offensive output.
You know, we all know about the Boston home court advantage. They won 40 games here during the regular season. A dominating home court advantage for the Celtics this year.
Chicago leading by 8. Here's Jordan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Kevin McHale. And Mike, the Celtics, as you said, dominant at home.
And that home record has everyone in the East nervous about playing them. The Celtics can make the most out of a home court advantage. Hard to see anybody taking many games here.
No good on that one.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
Now, here's Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Six to shoot. Goes up on the high post. McHale kicks to Johnson. Second shot.
Damn, that's wide open.
And
Fuck.
McHale finishes inside. McHale's got 8 points. You look at the numbers for Larry Bird this season, Mike, 25, 10, and 7. I mean, numbers that he's put up for several seasons in a row now.
Bird has defined what the small forward position is all about. And that's 6'10", by the way. He impacts the floor in every metric. I'm ready to call him the best small forward ever. Wow. It would take a special talent to knock him off that pedestal.
And coming from you, that's high praise. Count that bucket.
Down low, McHale has a myriad of moves. Just so tough to stop.
And Mike looking at the two stars for the team. Michael Jordan right now with the edge over Larry Bird.
And Jordan is a much more pure scorer than Bird. Still, you expect Bird to crank it up later if this team needs his scoring punch.
And they're going to. Here's Johnson following the basket by Michael Jordan. Bird left side. Pulls up, high post, and another basket for Boston. Like the Celtics still looking for an answer to Michael.
Very legend, boy.
And you might see more double teams and triple teams at the rate he's scoring. He's on his way to another monster game scoring tonight. And sometimes Jordan's impossible to guard, which forces the D to foul him.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Throw good, Jordan. Boston making some changes. Parrish comes in for Walton. And it's Easting in for Johnson. Banks checked in for Chicago. And both free throws good for Jordan. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And as we expected, Mike Fratello, the Celtics front court has been a problem for Chicago.
And this is something the Bulls won't ever have an answer to. I mean, the whole Eastern Conference didn't have an answer for Bird, McHale, and Parrish.
3 future Hall of Famers in some people's eyes. And now, let's head over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Both teams have made veteran acquisitions to bolster their rotations. For the Bulls, it's the Iceman, George Gervin. He'll be 34 a week from today. It's his 14th season after playing with San Antonio most of his career. The 7th all-time leading scorer with more than 26,000 points. His all-time playoff scoring average is right behind Jerry West. That's a pretty good scoring punch. Back to you.
Well said. It is indeed. Thanks, DA. George Gervin shot 47% this season, Clark, the lowest of his career. But that's because he had fewer opportunities. But you and I know he can still fill it up.
There is no denying that, Kevin. He's been a tremendous scorer throughout his career, one of the very best. And we know George Gervin can finger roll.
Yes, well said. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up.
Damn, man. Fuck.
Lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Charles Oakley.
Be balling that fucking shit. To the Don Nitty Show, folks, hit that like button. Let's go. I need 100 likes today. Monday sucked. We get 100 likes for Tuesday. Maybe a mad reaction for Monday.
In the corner, McHale with it.
That's about the age. We on D. We on D. Let's go.
Great defense. Forcing the tough shot. Getting a hand up on him is a must.
Oof.
No good. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Larry Legend. Watch Larry Legend.
Here is Easting. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Bird. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Couldn't have asked for a better look. And a little frustration, he didn't get it to drop.
And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Oakley. Jordan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. And the Celtics with possession here. Now, here is Ainge. There's a screen by McHale. Passes it to Easting. Jacks up a three. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for the Chicago Bulls.
Halftime. Make me a cup of coffee real quick.
29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. Back right after this. A view of the Charles River, not far from where we are. Boston Garden and getting ready for the second half. We're here in Boston for game 2 of the Bulls and Celtics. Second half of play getting going here in Boston.
Holy mackerel. 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 Holy mackerel.
Oh,
Chicago leading by 13.
You look at the firepower of this Boston team. 3 All-Stars in Bird, McHale, and Parrish. And this core has been together for their latest title runs.
And now let's go to DA.
Thanks very much. Now, we know about Larry Bird's determination at certain points, but Michael Jordan has some of those same qualities. He missed 64 games this season with a broken left foot, and Chicago management didn't want him to play anymore. But he put that foot down, citing his love of the game clause that's in his contract, which allows him to play whenever he wants. And he said, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. He's back on the floor. Guys,
David, thank you. It's a great story. Michael loves to play the game, Mike Fratello.
And he rarely seems to get tired. Some people have speculated that because he missed a great deal of the season, he doesn't have the normal fatigue at this time of year.
We've got Bird. Johnson is out there with Ainge. Then it's Parrish. And it's McHale in at the 4 slot. They're the group for Casey Jones starting the second half. Free throw good, Parrish. And the Celtics core club won in 1984 and returned to the finals again last season.
And I think for this Celtics team, anything short of a title, Kevin, is a bust. I mean, they know they're the team to beat, and they carry themselves that way. One of the most talented teams we've probably ever seen in the league.
I agree. So it's the Celtics now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Pass to Bird. Just 5 to shoot. Looking to get back on track here.
Boy, that was a nice pump fake move by Bird that time, putting the defender off balance and then drawing the foul.
wow.
And the dominance of the Celtics, Mike, have shown again this season. It feels like it's their year.
They know it's championship or bust for them. They figure they'll be tested on the way and could also have to deal with their old pals, the Lakers. But all season long, they have been the front runner, and that won't change until they're knocked out.
They've got the target on their back for sure. And the first one drops. He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. The Bulls leading by 13. Outside Oakley. Six on the shot clock. Gervin passes to Corzine. Shoots over Parrish. Buried from 15 feet out. Corzine's got his second basket of the game.
Looking at the way Jordan finished the regular season, you had to know that he was on the verge of having a stellar playoff run. Scary to think how good he'll be in the coming years.
Mike, his work ethic I know impresses you so much. Now here's Jordan. And he converts the layup. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
Johnson kicks to Bird. McHale inside. Defended by Oakley. No good from McHale. Almost 30 points per game for Michael Jordan, Mike, in the final 5 games of the season. An unbelievable streak.
And the future for Jordan looks bright as ever. Starting to show he's more than just a high flyer. He started to develop the skills to score at all levels of the floor.
You sound like a coach, but I know you appreciate that game so much. And he makes the first. Walton's checked in for Boston. Redmond comes in for Danny Ainge. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Green, he's checked in for Corzine. And so Jordan nails both of them. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And when you look at that stacked 84 draft class, obviously there's Jordan. Some incredible talents in just their second season.
Now here's Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Redmond. Boston again missing.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Here's Jordan. Gets a very good look and converts. Jordan's got 37. Mike, a lot of impact players coming in that 1984 draft class in the NBA.
And the talent is at all positions. Great guards, forwards, and of course, Hakeem as a center. Could go down as one of the best draft classes in a long, long time.
You are so right. Here's Bird after the made shot from Michael Jordan. Had him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Like the way this game has gone, the Celtics cannot slow down Michael Jordan.
Well, they've tried some different looks in the first half, but nothing seems to be the answer for Jordan.
Larry Legend trying to show out. Get out of here, bro.
By Johnson. Very comfortable at the 1 or the 2 spot.
And another turnover here by Chicago.
That my goof ass out.
For the Celtics. The Bulls also changing it up. Banks checked in for Gervin. And it's Paxson in for Kyle Mason. Austin with the ball. 17-point game. Johnson right side. Pass to Wedman. And Walton throws it down.
All right, Big Bill.
Oh, yeah. Look at Big Red throwing it down.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. And Jordan continues to be the dominant scoring force on the floor. Mike, Bird can't even keep up with him.
That's no knock on Bird. That's just how special Jordan is. He is putting on an absolute show in this game.
And I bet Bird is impressed too. Now, here is Jordan. 37 points for him.
Beautiful thing to watch there. Parrish with great anticipation and timing to get to that shot and deny it.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
1:33 left to play in the third. And 3 from Jordan. And the Bulls with another miss. Celtics trail by 15. And the shot is good from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Seasting has good vision on the floor. He finds the ready shooter and makes sure he gets fed.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. The Bulls leading by 13. Paxson passes to Banks. Swiped away. Now Parrish. He's got 11. Walton with the ball. And Jordan sends it back.
Boy, much respect for the defensive Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots.
Now here's Paxson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Puts up a three. Jordan's shot is off. Celtics on offense. They've got an 8-0 run. And there's the pass to Wedman. He kicks to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Boston. 5 on the clock. Launches a three. Banks with a rebound.
Go!
Chicago turns it over.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate
That was horrible.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. Passes it to McHale. 1 second left. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Chicago Bulls looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Final quarter of play starting in this Game 2 matchup between Chicago and Boston. Celtics trail by 13.
And with the injury Jordan sustained this year, he has about as fresh of legs as anyone. He showed that in Game 1.
So for Chicago right now, we got Charles Oakley. Michael Jordan is out there with Mason. Then there's Gervin. And it's Corzine, and at the 5 roaming the paint. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bird. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. And Jordan with the broken foot earlier this season, Clark. Boy, right now he looks 100%, doesn't he?
You know exactly right, Kevin. He had some games towards the end of the year to get himself acclimated and going again. But as you said,
Wow.
he was locked in now with no holds barred on his game.
No limits at all.
Exactly.
Here's McHale. Following the basket by Larry Bird. Feeds to Walton. And Walton.
Ooh, Big Bill Walton, I see you, baby.
Many attributes. He's got a great eye for finding open teammates that are ready to shoot it.
Jordan outside.
Damn, Larry. Good steal.
And you know, part of the reason why the Celtics feel comfortable pushing the tempo, the development of Danny Ainge, it gives them another option to initiate the fast break.
Now here's Jordan. Going inside over Walton.
Damn.
Outside for Jordan.
Come on, you got to hit that, baby.
Triple.
Fuck.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong.
Watch Larry, watch Larry.
And it's Walton missing. Mike Ainge, a player that makes a difference off the stat sheet, always doing the little thing.
He's an X factor for the Celtics. He can spark the team with a few
Go.
hustle plays, three-pointers, a great fit alongside the rest of the Boston Stars.
Terrific fit. Here's Ainge after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
Oh, he did everybody down there. Fuck.
And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut to just 9 points on the basket from McHale.
Jordan's gone.
And the layup's good off the glass. Jordan's got 39.
What concentration from Jordan, not allowing the defense to affect this shot even with contact.
Johnson up top, guarded by Jordan.
Get out of here with that
Jordan against
bullshit.
Johnson. Oakley with some nice D. Gervin in the post. Sinks that one from the post. 6 points for Jordan.
Might not score 63, but we're not going to let fucking Celtics beat us at all. Look at Gervin with that lockdown defense. That's what I'm talking about. Watch out for Larry. Watch out for Larry.
Looking to regain some momentum.
Fucking Larry the legend. Look at him. Look at him. He's a snake. Look at him. Get out of here, boy. Yeah, we on your ass. Let's go. Shut that shit down. Mikhail's a fucking demon.
7 for 10 from the floor.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And the Bulls call timeout here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Austin making a switch here. Parrish is checked in. They're going to turn it over.
Damn, I'm
lost. Inbounds that time. Here's Bird over Gervin. No good from Bird. On the wing, Jordan. He's guarded by McHale, and that one's good. Gervin.
In a way, Jordan is your point guard. He's the initiator.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
McHale with a screen on Mason. Kicks it out to Johnson. 16 feet away. That one drops for him.
Oh, that boy. Oh, come on. You're a superhero. Get the fuck out of here. Shut his ass down. Shut his ass down. Damn.
Is cut to just 9 on the basket for McHale.
A determined rebounder. McHale just outworks the opposition to come away with the second chance points.
And Jordan gets it to go.
You know, I don't care what your lead is or how many points you're up. I think you should always be looking to add to it. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive move right at the rim. Driving another nail into that coffin.
Now, here is Ainge. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Bird. Guarded by Gervin. Clock at 4. Here's Johnson.
Get out of here with that bullshit.
As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Even Mike's like, man, that's some bullshit.
Dennis Johnson makes his opponents work for anything they get.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. The Bulls leading by 9. Here's Jordan. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 43 points.
Using his tremendous strength and body control, Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
Here's Johnson. McHale dishes to Johnson. The second chance effort.
How is he getting all the rebounds?
McHale finishes inside.
Jesus Christ.
McHale's got 8 here in the quarter.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Jordan passes to Macy. Jordan against Johnson. A baseline J, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
What a way for them to finish the game, closing it out with some terrific play.
We've seen too many games slip away late. They did a great job of putting this one to bed.
Second team foul. Shooting for Boston.
Look at Mike. Like, they go with this bullshit.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10.
What I like about Ainge, he looks like a choir boy, but he's a fighter.
And here are the Bulls now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Jordan had 49 in game 1, and creeping up on that here.
As they keep expanding this lead, keep feeding him the ball.
He's having a great shooting night, so yeah, I'd say getting him the rock is a great game plan.
Pass to Bird. Kicks it out to Johnson. Now the pass to Ainge. It's hauled in by Macy. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Jordan. Michael Jordan has tied his total from game one. 49 points for him now. Wow. Pass to Ainge. Looks for Parrish. Gets it to him. The shot from the low post is good.
Playing to their strengths. Boston doing a nice job feeding the Chief inside and utilizing his size.
Shot on the wing. The total for Jordan keeps on climbing. He's now past 49.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
And amazingly, the Bulls, Mike, have come into Boston and gotten a win. Great performance from them.
And with the series tied at 1-1 in the next two games in Chicago, the Bulls now have a real look at pulling off a miracle.
Well, Clark, the Celtic fans have to be feeling a little bit nervous after losing this game at home.
No doubt about it, especially when they have to deal with Michael Jordan in Chicago the next few games. Jordan at home has been electric, and if he gets hot, the Celtics might not make it back home.
Things have gotten very interesting. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.
Okay. Gave your boy 1 star. Gotta play him again, huh?
The thing that I liked most about Michael Jordan as a player was the fact that I didn't have to try to guard him. If you had a poor defensive scheme, he was going to fill the hoop up until you either figured it out or the game was over and you lost the game. Some of his acrobatic drives to the hoop are just remarkable. You know, he can get past the defense and use a little bit of English off of the glass. The ball drops in so nice. It takes some really advanced skills to do that consistently. The 1988 All-Star Game was a showcase for Michael. Michael had figured out all the things he needed to know to be a dominant player. Everything. One-on-one, couldn't guard him. What Michael Jordan showed the whole sports world was the fact that you put the right people with him, he's going to lead them to world championships, without question. He was a prime example of excellence and a leader that would lead you all the way to the top, all the way to the top. That was basketball at its finest.
The L weaving its way through these quiet winter streets as all the action is inside the raucous Chicago Stadium. Now let's go over to tonight's public address announcer, Tommy Edwards.
Welcome, fans, to the All-Star Exhibition Game. Let's meet the starters for the West. At forward, making his 7th All-Star appearance, the standout veteran of the Denver Nuggets, 6'7", Alex English. Making his All-Star debut, the front court star of the Utah Jazz, the mailman, 6'9", Karl Malone. The man in the middle, an all-star, each of his 4 pro seasons from the Houston Rockets, 7 feet, Akeem Olajuwon. At guard, making his first all-star appearance, the virtual star of the Denver Nuggets, 6'3", Lafayette Fat Lever. And the NBA leader in assists in his 8th All-Star game from the Los Angeles Lakers, 6'9", Irvin Magic Johnson. The head coach of the West All-Stars is Brad Nelson. Let's hear it for your West All-Stars. And now, the starting lineup for the Eastern Conference. At forward, a 3-time most valuable player, an all-star each of his 9 seasons from the Boston Celtics, 6'9", Larry Bird. He's one of the NBA's most exciting players. In his 3rd All-Star game from the Atlanta Hawks, 6'8", Dominique Wilkins. The man in the middle, an all-star for the 10th time. One of the game's most rugged rebounders from the Washington Bullets, 6'10", Moses Malone. At guard, the most valuable player of the 1984 and 1986 All-Star games. This Chicagoan is making his 7th All-Star appearance from the Detroit Pistons, 6'1", Isaiah Thomas. And finally, the NBA leader in scoring and steals, an all-star each of his 4 seasons, the charismatic star of the Chicago Bulls, 6'6", Michael Jordan. The head coach of the East All-Stars is Mike Fratello.
Greetings, everyone, from Chicago, the host of the 1988 All-Star Game. Alongside the terrific Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines, I'm Kevin Harlan. And Clark, this terrific city has produced some greats, and 4 of them playing tonight.
You're exactly right, Kevin. The Windy City, Chicago, has produced Mo Cheeks, Isaiah Thomas, Doc Rivers, and Mark Aguirre, all All-Stars, and I'm sure they've got plenty of family and friends in attendance to enjoy their performance on the court.
Yep, so much to celebrate. And Clark, is there a common thread when you think about a Chicago-type player?
Well, I certainly do believe there's a common thread. When playing outside or outdoors in the Windy City, the perimeter shot can easily get blown off course. So you got to be able to get that thing to the rack and in a straight line fashion. And that's something all Chicago players share in common.
A lot of high flyers, you're right. And your West All-Stars, Fat Lever and Magic Johnson, the guards, Alex English and Karl Malone at the forward spots, and in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. For the East, it's Moses Malone inside, and Dominique Wilkins with Larry Bird, the forwards. And in the backcourt, Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
And you look at Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, rivals since college. Early on, no love lost between them, but over time, they've become friends.
And it's the West All-Stars to start out. Pass to Olajuwon. The vision of Magic Johnson is unsurpassed. Harkin, amidst this All-Star celebration, labor negotiations between the players and the NBA continue.
trying to find their way through this current impasse, Kevin, and looking to avoid any interruptions to this game that we all have a love affair with.
Yeah, I know you and I hope they can find some common ground.
Please make it happen soon.
Now, here is Olajuwon. Following the miss by Michael Jordan. The grace of Hakeem Olajuwon. Something special to see. Clark, you see Larry and Magic together in those Converse ads. They've become really the faces of the NBA.
And Kevin, I think they've inherited the mantle from the great Dr. J. He's done such a great job representing the league all these years, and certainly he's left it in good hands with those two.
Yeah, that's a great comparison. First free throw is good.
You know, there's so much that's amazing to me about Jordan, but his endurance stands out. He consistently gets stronger, it seems, as the game goes on.
And the Eastern All-Stars favored to win tonight.
Star power and firepower. Veteran IQ and smarts, but you never know. The West has quite a bit of talent, too.
Indeed, they do. 6 on the shot clock. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Love the physical play from Malone, forcing the defender into a tough situation and drawing the whistle.
It's his first trip to the line.
All-Stars, Karl Malone at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Michael fucking Reynolds.
Free throw drops from Malone. And Michael Jordan winning the dunk contest yesterday. Clark, can he add to his trophy case tonight?
Kevin, I think his teammates want to see him win the MVP. I think they're going to give him as many touches as he needs to have a chance to do it.
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch.
All-Stars ball.
Here's Johnson. There's the pass to Lever. And stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Thomas heading to the hoop. Here's Wilkins. And Wilkins slams it in. And tonight's All-Star MVP will have a $5,000 check presented in their name, Clark, to the Thurgood Marshall Black Education Fund.
A great cause in honor of a terrific American.
And the West All-Stars have possession. After the basket by the East All-Stars on the other end.
Shout out to KFR was taken.
And he uses the glass.
Appreciate the follow. Followed you back, buddy.
How about this list? Players who have never missed an All-Star game in their careers. Jerry West, Bob Pettit, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Those last 3 playing here tonight.
And an exhibition game with plenty of motivation for these stars nonetheless. For more, let's say hello to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, I was talking to Larry Bird about his goals for the matchup, and he said, I think our job is to get the ball to Michael Jordan, get him into the game, and get the crowd into the game. So if Bird has anything to do with it, Michael Jordan will be the MVP. And that would be poetic justice this weekend. Guys, back to you.
Especially where we are. Well said, David. Thank you. Jordan Clark, obviously, in front of his hometown crowd. He loves it, and they really love it.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You think about the fans in Chicago. They love basketball. And I can expect, and you can too, a ton of energy, some extra adrenaline anytime Michael touches the ball.
Clark, this city is on fire with Jordan, aren't they? I mean, they love him, and they think about what's to come. My goodness.
Smoking.
Yeah. There's got to be some excitement, maybe even, Clark, some butterflies playing in the All-Star.
Damn, Fat Lever stole my shit.
I agree with that, and there can also be the temptation to try to do a little too much, maybe get flashy, but with these players still getting a feel for each other in the floor, a lot to be said for making the simple play.
Nevertheless, a great honor. Hey, Clark, the record for points in the All-Star game is 42, set by Wilt Chamberlain back in the 1962 All-Star game.
And you know, a lot of Wilt's records seem virtually untouchable, but I don't think that one is. With all these great scores, who knows? It might be broken tonight.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun? Pass to Wilkins. Back to Jordan. From down in the low post, it goes. And starting last season, Clark, Michael Jordan's scoring went through the roof.
Averaging over 37 points per game, partner, and he's kept close to that pace this season as well. Remarkable.
Oh, amazing and remarkable, right? Wow. Olajuwon, good. And Clark, when you look at Akeem Olajuwon's Houston Rockets, here is a team making a lot of moves.
I tell you what, they're trading for Joe Barry Carroll and Sleepy Floyd, paying huge dividends. They're certainly on the rise in my mind.
Yeah, a lot of people like those moves. And Michael Jordan won the dunk contest last night, and man, was it great. What a thriller. He and Dominique Clark put on a great show, and you could tell they both wanted it so badly. Perhaps the home court advantage gave Michael Jordan Clark the edge.
And there was another winner from last night, and that was Larry Bird, taking home the trophy in the three-point shootout. And he didn't even need to take off his warm-ups to handle his business.
Clark, somebody told me he looked at the rest of the competitors and said, okay, who's going to be in second place here? Who's going to finish behind me?
Sounds just like him.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Malone. And it's Rivers in for Isaiah Thomas. The East trail by 4. Rivers passes to Wilkins. Ewing dishes to Jordan. He gets that one. Jordan's got 8 points. And Michael Jordan, not only last season's leading scorer by a mile, but Clark Kellogg this season, he is in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year.
He is the true definition of a two-way player. Gets it done at a high level at both ends.
Olajuwon's shot is good. And if there was a snub, Clark, for this year's All-Star game, many felt it was the sharpshooter Dale Ellis of the Sonics.
Well, you take a look at what he's done. He's the only top 10 scorer in the NBA who was not an All-Star.
The Tennessee Volunteers should be here. Clark wide open, high scoring both ways.
These tremendous All-Stars are putting on a tremendous show, Kevin.
What a blast. Another spoon-fed basket for Magic.
Well, what a luxury it is to have Olajuwon as your target for the alley-oop.
Here's Jordan. Wilkins dishes to Jordan. Back to Wilkins. Launches it. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. He has 7.
And Dominique Wilkins is the go-to scorer for the Hawks. No question about that. And he's embraced that leadership role as well. Obviously a huge part of the Hawks' success.
Now Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. In for your East All-Stars, Brad Daugherty.
Johnson, the pass to Olajuwon. Back to Johnson. Nice open look, but it's no good. Akeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for the West All-Stars. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Welcome back, everyone, to the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. As these great fans hope Michael Jordan can bring home the win and the MVP hardware. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. They've got Wilkins. Michael Jordan is out there with Rivers. Then there's Ewing. And it's Daugherty in at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Olajuwon drawn the double team. Here's Malone. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the head coach of the East, Mike Fratello, his first time coaching in the All-Star game.
How about that? Mike's a terrific friend of yours and mine, and Fratello's Hawks recently moved into first place in the East after the Cavs beat the Celtics. Clark enabling him to become the coach of the East All-Stars.
So don't be surprised if the Cavs' Brad Daugherty gets extended minutes in his first All-Star appearance. You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
And the West has made their imprint here in the early going clock.
Unfazed by those that are predicting otherwise. They're playing with a lot of confidence and maybe a little bit of an edge, too.
Yeah, you can see it, can't you?
Yep.
Michael Jordan showing the explosiveness that won in the dunk contest last night.
Hey, when Jordan is cutting to the cup, he's locked in on throwing it down. The D doesn't have a chance at denying him that chance.
It's good.
The story of their offense so far has been just that, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Johnson against Jordan. Passes to Olajuwon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Hakeem's size makes him hard to match up against, especially when he's determined to score inside.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Lever's checked in. Here are the East All-Stars. They trail by 1. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Rivers. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter. And here early, Clark, the East has the edge.
You look at that team on the East squad, an embarrassment of riches, Kevin, and you know they've got so many weapons. I think it simply comes down to execution for them.
Jordan against Johnson. He doesn't hit that one. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Here's Wilkins, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, excellent work from the talented swingman. Wilkins just taking it on the chin right there and still muscling through the contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for your East All-Stars, Dominique Wilkins, shooting 1.
That free throw good from Wilkins. The West trails by 4. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Jordan. Fader on the way. Here's Olajuwon. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Hey, it's inexcusable not putting a body on the king. I mean, you deserve to get cooked when you don't do that. And Coach Mike Fratello, a colleague of ours, coaching in the All-Star game, standing tall amongst a bunch of tall guys in the NBA. You know, his dad was an amateur boxer, and, you know, I think that background gives Mike a lot of confidence as a coach.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge with a report on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Thank you, Kevin. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the oldest All-Star in history. This is his 17th game. No one else has been in more than 13. To put that into context, there were 6 players in yesterday's Legends game that were younger than Kareem. Magic Johnson says he respects Kareem more than anyone I know because of the pride this man has in whatever he does. Kevin, back to you.
He is a very proud individual. David, thank you. And Kareem's coming out here, Clark, after spending 2 days in bed with strep throat. I mean, it's remarkable.
And, Kevin, that's exactly the pride Magic was talking about, and that's why it seems like every game we do, Kareem is adding to some type of record that he's already established. Tonight, he could very well become the leading scorer in the history of the All-Star game.
Isn't that phenomenal? They call him captain for a reason. He is truly the leader of this entire NBA.
Yes, sir.
Olajuwon drawn the double team. Johnson kicks to Lever. Pass to Olajuwon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Ewing. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem, the elder statesman. 19 years in the NBA. Decades of dominance. Michael Jordan on the wing. Defended by Lever. Outside Wilkins. Here's Jordan. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Jordan's got 20 points. And Kareem looking to set the career record for all-star scoring. Isn't that something?
It really is. Needs just 10 points to do it, Kevin, and you gotta love his chances. I mean, that's a layup for him, pun intended.
A good one.
Why'd they foul there? Let it go.
And the East with some changes. McHale's checked in for Wilkins, and Thomas subbed in for Rivers. And West also making a switch. Aguirre's checked in. Here's Johnson. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Magic Johnson in his 8th All-Star game now. 2nd in All-Star votes this year. And he hosts his own All-Star game in the summer in L.A. as a fundraiser. And I understand it's quite an event.
Bird can't hit.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And the shot goes in from Aguirre.
And the Mavericks' Mark Aguirre actually got married last night. How about that? A big weekend for the DePaul product.
Johnson goes in, and Magic Johnson with the slam.
Magic Johnson leads the league in assists, and he's also got the most assists in All-Star game history. He processes the game at another level, folks. And, you know, so far, I like the effort from both teams. It's an exhibition, but each team showing great pride. They're getting after it.
Here's Olajuwon. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Boy, it's been attack after attack from Hakeem in this one. He's not giving the defense any breaks.
Patrick Ewing is a load inside the paint.
And with Patrick Ewing leading the way, the New York Knicks finally competitive again. The big man has quickly found a rapport with rookie point guard Mark Jackson. They are a team on the rise. Book that.
McHale right side. And 3 from Jordan. The West grabs the miss. Here's Lever. Unloads from 9. Olajuwon, good. Olajuwon's got 22.
You know, right now, I don't know if there's anybody better than Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon down low. Automatic when he gets it in there. He does not lack for confidence. And he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Johnson kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Olajuwon dishes to Johnson. Another shot. Olajuwon, good. Olajuwon's got the lead up to 6 now for the West All-Stars.
Boy, you got to admire the muscle of Olajuwon, easily pushing through the defense and converting in his unique style. Making sure of that one.
Yeah, 2 hands on the ball, not taking any chances, Clark. Johnson surveying the floor. The pass to Aguirre. Rejected by McHale. Hakeem Olajuwon has been leading the charge for the West. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to the second half of the 1988 All-Star Game here in Chicago. Great performances from these players, whether it's their first time participating or their 17th. That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. West All-Stars ball.
On the court for the West All-Stars, we've got Johnson. Malone is out there with English. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's Lever in at the 2 spot. Here's Olajuwon. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it. The East trail by 4.
You know, you get into the latter stages of the game, and it's normal to wonder who will take home the MVP trophy. It's certainly one of those accolades that's mentioned when you talk about the great ones.
And of the players in tonight's All-Star game, Clark, 2 have won MVP trophies in this game before. Larry Bird and Isaiah Thomas.
And how about this, Kevin? Thomas has won 2 out of the last 4 years. If he was to get 3 MVPs, that would put him in some rarefied air, tying with Oscar Robertson for second most. Bob Pettit is the only player to do it 4 times.
And the East is trailing.
And, you know, a lot of these fans, Kevin, are really behind them. But in an All-Star game, I think they really just want to see highlight plays from both sides.
I know you and I do.
Yeah, I love it.
Johnson kicks to Malone. There's the feed to Olajuwon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Olajuwon's got 26.
Working his way inside for a high percentage look there. Nicely done.
Wilkins, the pass to Jordan. The shot's good on the assist from Wilkins. Wilkins has got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Lever who brings up the ball for the West All-Stars. Lever is doubled. Here's Olajuwon. Plays it up off the glass. Olajuwon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
Social Security is now.
And, you know, most of these guys are accustomed to having their team's offense built around them. It's an adjustment for them now to figure out who's going to get the rock most of the time.
Thomas kicks to Jordan. Offensive rebound. Michael Jordan on the wing. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. English with the ball. Wilkins picks him up. And it's Dominique Wilkins with the foul. That's his first foul. Donaldson, he's checked in for the West.
Now into the lineup for the West All-Stars, James Donaldson.
Johnson up top, defended by Jordan. Johnson's shot is off. And you think about it, Justin Clark, how about the all-star reserves? Guys that start normally are the stars of their team, now off the bench on a team of stars.
Kevin, excellent point. For players who are used to starting the game, probably a rare experience coming in off the bench and trying to get it going. But I think these guys so enjoy being part of this. That sacrifice is not much at all.
You're exactly right. Jordan against Lever. Elbow shot. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut back down to 2 at those points from Michael Jordan. Here's West now.
You know, there's been talk about adding a 3rd referee to NBA games. The commissioner and the rules committee are in favor of it, and they plan to put it before the Board of Governors at the next meeting.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Right through the D for the layup. Jordan's got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars.
You know, because Jordan is so spectacular, sometimes his strong fundamentals are overlooked, and he keeps it simple. Why get fancy when the pick and roll works like that?
Screen by Malone. Here's Johnson. From 13 feet, it goes down. Johnson's got 4 this quarter. And Clark, with 3 officials working games, do you think that'll result in more fouls being called, more eyes on the ball? They can pick up a lot more, certainly with more guys out there.
Yeah, you know, I think, Kevin, it might be the case early on with the 3rd official, but over time it'll smooth itself out. Off the ball, you know, some things you could get away with in the past, maybe not so much with 3 officials out there.
And Isaiah Thomas picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Doherty's checked in for the East. Rivers comes in for Isaiah Thomas. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Drexler's checked in. English finds Johnson. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Rivers.
Damn.
That'll be a backcourt violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And the East with some changes. McHale comes in for Moses Malone. And Ainge is subbed in for Wilkins. And West also making a switch. Worthy's checked in for English. Johnson, the pass to Drexler.
2 minutes.
McHale with some nice D. Malone's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Rivers, that one fall. Coming off McHale's feet.
A native Chicagoan, Glenn Doc Rivers, a first-time All-Star. He said 5 years ago he sat in the same hotel and cried because he wasn't drafted in the first round. Now, same setting, but the script has been flipped. It all comes full circle for Doc.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the 3rd, and the East with the lead.
Living up to that favored and top billing and giving these fans quite a show.
And the basket is good. That's 10 points for Johnson. And Magic Johnson, Clark, made it clear coming into this game that he wanted the challenge of defending the great Michael Jordan.
He certainly did, and the West as a team will certainly have their work cut out for him trying to slow that guy down.
That is going to be fun to watch. Drexler. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the West leads by 2. And Jordan gets it to go on the assist by Rivers. Rivers has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Johnson. 10 points for him. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Doherty. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam. And Jordan Clark within reach of the record.
He's almost there. Keep that pedal to the metal is what I say.
Shoots off the step back. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the West All-Stars.
Magic so adept at taking what the defense gives him. Nice shot.
On the wing, Johnson. Down low, Drexler. Drexler glides with the greatest of ease. Slamma jamma. And if there's a rival for the size and athleticism of Michael Jordan, Clark, it might just be Clyde Drexler.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. The Phi Slamma Jamma alum can take flight with the very best of them.
Yep, great athletes. Here's Johnson. Malone trying to break free. And the shot is long. And so it's McHale with it. He'll bring it up for the East. Worthy against Jordan. Pass to Doherty. Right side, Jordan. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Michael Jordan getting it done for the East. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been a special, special day. We come back right after this. Welcome back to Chicago for the 1988 All-Star Game. The grand finale of what's been a tremendous weekend to celebrate the NBA. Here's Johnson.
You take a look at the landscape of the NBA, and I tell you what, that Central Division, dominant. How about this? 36 games above 500 combined.
Doherty is out there with Ainge, and it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Thomas, and it's Malone in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. A drive by Michael Jordan now with 42 points, Clark. He has tied the record for scoring in an All-Star game.
A piece of history. Boy, is he special.
And the West All-Stars with possession. Drexler kicks to Johnson. English passes to Malone. Shoots a fader, and he nails that one right through the net. And the West leads by 2. Well, you look at that Central Division, all 6 teams on pace to make the playoffs.
And, you know, Chicago got off to that great start, Kevin. Then they cooled off just a bit. Now tied with Detroit at 3 games behind Atlanta. Those teams are draped up pretty good.
Here's Thomas. Passes it to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Malone in the post, working on Malone. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And the East with some changes. Larry Bird's checked in for Doherty, and Wilkins subbed in for Ainge.
Larry Bird, Dominique Wilkins.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. And Kareem will need to get it going, Clark, to reach double digits.
I think his teammates have to do a better job of getting them touches. Just keep feeding him. He's more than capable of getting there. You know, the combination of size, speed, and length.
game set right in front of us by Michael Jordan.
What an incredible athlete, Kevin, and it seems whatever he sets his mind to do, he can do it. Impressive.
I'm glad we got a chance to check out that fantastic drive one more time. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Olajuwon's checked in for the West. Cleaver comes in for Drexel. Here's Jordan. Tremendous pass from Bird. He can do it all.
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the West All-Stars. The lead is 2. Nails the baby hook. Johnson's got 14 points here in the second half. And Clark in the Midwest, those Rockets are really making a push.
And they're doing it behind Hakeem Olajuwon. To me, he's the best center in the NBA. They certainly got a chance to give the Lakers a run for their money.
Oh, yeah. Johnson against Jordan. Here's Malone, and Jordan sends it back.
Boy, much respect for the defense of Jordan. I mean, he gives his all on this end of the floor. I mean, fantastic at getting his hands up to block shots. It is a given. Jordan loves delivering in these big moments. When it's an important possession, he wants the ball and the shot.
They get it again. Olajuwon. Great D that time from Jordan.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Pat Lever.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
Third team foul. At the line for your East, Michael Jordan. At the line for one.
Free throw good, Jordan.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
The West trails by 3. Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Good timeout right there. It was much needed.
Here's English. Shot to stop the run. And English with the stuff.
You know, people said Alex English was too light of frame, too skinny, not athletic enough. Well, how about this? He's playing in his 7th straight All-Star game. So much for being too skinny. Larry Bird had it going last night at the Legends game, trying to fill it up tonight as well.
Bird's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Jordan against Johnson. Outside, English. Lever finds Olajuwon. It's good. 30 points for Hakeem Olajuwon.
You know, even when you D Olajuwon up, still overwhelms you with his size and footwork. Has an outstanding feel for the interior.
And Bird gets it to go on the assist by Malone. And the East leads by 3. And Larry Bird winning 3 straight MVP awards from 1983 to 1986.
You know who the last player was to do that?
You know I'm going back to 60-something. You tell me.
Yeah,
I know you
Bill
know.
Russell.
Yeah, right,
It's Bill Russell, 1960 to 63.
Of course. I'm glad we bring him up. A legend.
Yep. Nobody's more clutch than Jordan. Nerves of steel late in the game.
And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
You can almost feel the mindset he has. I mean, when the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
The West trails by 3. Screen by Lever. English in the corner. Malone outside. Some nice passing here by the West. Malone a screen on Jordan. 6 to shoot. Johnson. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Calm, collected, and composed. Nicely done.
And they double up Jordan. And here's Bird from the arc. It's
damn, Bird, you gotta hit that shit, motherfucker.
English looking around. Inside. Here's Johnson. Help!
Coming alive in a big situation. Buckets like this is why Magic Johnson is called Magic Johnson.
Pass to Malone. Michael Jordan on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark. And
No.
the West All-Stars have possession. I expect, Clark, they'll take their time here.
Yeah, every second that ticks away plays to their advantage.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Usually Magic is very consistent and clutch from the line. But the question remains now, will the stakes here be enough to rattle him just a little bit?
Back to Bird, and stolen by Malone. Johnson against Jordan. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Now he
Damn, that sucks.
bonus, and will have to go to the line for 2.
Into the lineup for your East All-Stars, Danny Ainge.
It's the first. That gives them a 4-point cushion.
Magic Johnson.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
Timeout called, East All-Stars. They're down by 5. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
No doubt about it. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Bird left side. They need this. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
We got exactly what we expected. Bird doing what he does in the clutch. Cold-blooded.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're up by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. And the West All-Stars seal the deal. Coming into the game, but Clark, the night was there.
Yeah, you know, it's all about fun and games and entertainment in these All-Star games, but somebody's got to post the W. They said, might as well be us.
And the versatility was on display for the West All-Stars. Clark, a lot of interchangeable pieces.
I agree, Kevin. I like their young front court with Karl Malone and Hakeem Olajuwon. That's a powerful duo there.